Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. We're back on Honeydew XL, and before I get started, I got another couple of mods to look at. I'm trying this one out. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I don't know if I like it or not. One of the mods we've been asking for, or at least I've been asking for, is some form of drive control. So I found one that kind of attempts to do that. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to jump in this tractor right here. Let me get back enough where you can't hear the tractor so much. If you look down to the right, it's obvious there's a HUD up there. We do now have a four-wheel drive, and it also has other particular pieces of the HUD. If you look below, it tells you what the temperature is. On the tractor, it's 850 RPMs, 9.8 total. Up above, it gives you the front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive, and those are controlled by the 7, 8, and 9 keys, I believe. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9 keys. Okay, the 9 key switches it between two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. The 7 key locks in the front, and the 8 key locks in the back. So, there you go. With that, you can now have four-wheel drive and hopefully get out of some situations that you normally would have trouble getting out of. Now, if you notice, there is some other things running. You got Tipper 4.9, Tractor 1.9. I'm not sure what that is, unless that is your... Well, let's test it out. Is that your repair? And then on the right is your work hours. Gosh, I don't know exactly what all that is. 427, 435. I'm not quite sure what all that crap is. It doesn't really matter. I can look it up, but it doesn't really matter to me. To me, it was that it works. So let me jump out of this. If you're interested, it's probably in the description, and I can probably do that later. I'm not doing a review. I'm just trying it out for myself. And if I like it, I'll use it. If I don't, I won't. I don't particularly like all that HUD stuff, because I don't really care what the temperature of the tractor is, all that kind of junk. I just want to know whether it's in four-wheel drive or not. I don't know if we can control that or not. Doesn't matter. Let's see here. I'm going to test that out to find out what that is. Let's repair the trailer. Oh, don't sell it. No, no, no. Now let's get back in here and see. Okay, see, it says the tipper's now 100%. Well, 0% repairs. The tractor needs some repairing. So that, the little box off to the left is your repair. I'm really not sure what the other is unless it's fuel. Interesting. Now, as far as function, we're just going to have to play with it. Is it really giving me some four-wheel drive? I don't know. As I say, we're just going to have to play with it and see what it actually does for us. Because literally, it can tell you it's in four-wheel drive, doesn't mean it is. And it looks like it's carrying over to each rig. That's interesting. So, now everything's in four-wheel drive, so there you go. Whoa. In the meantime, I got farming to do, so we're going to get with it here. So, yeah, I'm just going to be testing this out. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about it is all of that HUD. I don't like HUD. If you know, most of the time I play with this off because I hate that. It takes up half my screen. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. The HUD in the upper right corner, I don't seem to notice very much, so it doesn't bother me. The HUD in the lower isn't so bad either. The map sometimes I will turn off because, again, it's kind of obtrusive to me. I'll leave it on most of the time. I don't know if I like all of that other stuff. So I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to give you the information that you might need, like how much are the repairs. But see, if you look at the gauge on the speedometer, it gives you a gauge for the repairs and, you know, the things. Now, it's not very specific. So the other one, as a matter of fact, I mentioned one time, does that repair show just the tractor or does it show the trailer? And I'm still not sure. But this mod tells you that one of the tippers is 12.9 needing of repairs. The other one's 11.5 what? Oh, it's considering. It must be considering the dolly in there because it's got two tippers and one trailer. Interesting. And then the truck is 9.8. That is good information. I guess I can get used to that. What the other one is, I don't know. 5.51 liters an hour. Is that my fuel consumption? I'll bet it is. Yeah, that must be what it is. 60 liters versus 60 liters. I don't know what that is. 386.9 liters of 400 liters. That must be the volume of fuel that I have. What the 60/60 is, I don't know. Let's empty this and then we'll run over and grab some fuel. Did I ever put a fuel tank in? Oh, I don't know if I did, actually. Huh. I'm using fuel while I'm emptying. Oh, there it goes down again. $850 RPMs. All right, let's jump to the back trailer. Now look, I'm spinning out. Interesting. And I'm supposedly in four-wheel drive. I'm stuck. All right, hang on. Let me dump all this stuff off. Wait a minute. Let me unlock those. Everything's turned off, I think. And I'm not moving. All right, let me lock those two things. And I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, interesting. Let me turn those off and put four-wheel drive on. Oh, man, you would think that if I've got that front end locked down... Okay, let me take four-wheel drive off. Four-wheel drive off. There it goes. Interesting. I don't know what to think. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know. I don't know. So the only reason I wanted the thing is for the four-wheel drive. And maybe I was high-centered there. But then again, if I was, the front end was not. Interesting. I got to figure out a way to test it. Maybe on a hill. But this field, or this farm doesn't have any hills, so... Man. I got to think about this. Did I not put a fuel tank in? I must not have. Let's put a fuel tank in here where I've got the repair. I think I've got one. There. Fuel tank with trigger. Alright, so let's bring it back. Boy, I don't want to get... Oh, shoot. Maybe I should flip it around and line it up. No, it's not going to let me because of the building. Okay, that's not good. Let's see. Well, I could put it over here. So that I'm in line with the other things here. Let me run it back a little bit and flip it around. Okay, fine. I'll do that. I can always move it later if I don't like it there. So I may not be giving it a fair test there. I just happened to get stuck while I was unloading the trailer, and I couldn't tell whether it did any good or not. But that might not be a fair test. Alright, now let me see if that other... I'm interested to see if that other thing, the 368 and the 400 there, must be... oh shoot, I don't want to do that. Darn. I want to be on the tractor. That didn't... I don't like that. I just screwed up. Ah! What am I going to do? I got lime in there. You know what I can do? It says I have 0%, so I'll just put potatoes on top of it. But I was just trying to get some fuel. Right. Okay, so the bottom one there is fuel, 400. If you're looking at, if you're confused where I'm at, I've got the 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive HUD. Just below that is your fuel usage. I still don't know what the 60/60 is. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Just don't know. All right. What else was I doing here? Let me get around. Looks like I was done with that. This guy is empty. Let's bring this feller in. From the cold. Put him back on the farm. I think I'm about ready to do some more grass. I'll have to look and see what I've got. Maybe I'll do one grass, one hay. Take a look at that. See what else I need to be doing in this session here. Wow, this has got a lot bigger header, doesn't it? Not that I don't like that other combine. I do. Just got a smaller header. Doesn't matter, I don't have course play, so... Let's hire a worker here. Get this guy going. And I don't recall what my other fields are doing. This is corn. It's growing, fertilized 100%, no weeds. Okay, this one. Fertilized 100%, no weeds. This is soybeans, 100%, no weeds. I think 5 needs to be worked on. All right, we need to seed this. Doesn't need liming. Take a look at 7. 7 is ready to harvest, fertilized 100%, no weeds. All right. 6 is what? Oats? Wow, oats look like grass, don't they? Needs lime, but I can't do anything. Well, maybe I can. It's still growing. It does need fertilized, and it needs weeded. All right, let's go back and grab. I want to take care of that before it gets too crazy on me. Let's see if it'll take the lime. I just hit the barn. What was I thinking? Fun times, fun times. Alright, we're going to run up here and grab some lime. Right, we're off like a shot. I'm going to lock those in, leave it on 4-wheel drive. I guess I could just assume that it's doing something. And that if it's doing something, then it's better than nothing as far as 4-wheel drive goes. I'll have to put it on a farm that has, and just test it myself, not necessarily. What is going on? Is this at different stages? Interesting. I don't know what's going on here. Well, it's letting me lime it. Blake Henderson is on the job. Now Stefan. Oh, somebody just finished something. This is Stefan. I keep calling him Stefan. Stefan. Alright, let me get out of the way and let that guy finish his job. Who finished work? Who did I have that was doing something? Or was that me? Maybe it was just me jumping out of that thing. Is he full? He's full. Alright, let's grab a trailer. So there's a couple. Oh, I did have another mod. I got the Brooks. Now, if you guys don't remember what the Brooks was, I don't know where it's at. Let's see if it's in here. It should be in forestry. Anybody see forestry stuff? Chainsaws. Forestry equipment. Let's see if that's where it's at. Okay, I had the Brooks. Now, if you remember the Brooks, it came in pieces. So what it does is it will take a tree and turn it into chips, wood chips. It will also do stump removal. It does a number of different things. Okay, so but it took pieces that you had put on. This particular mod, somebody took all the pieces and put it on the machine. So you just buy the machine and it's all ready to do everything that you can do with it. You don't have to put the other pieces on. I haven't tested it yet, but and it's not the main author. It's a different author. Somebody took the Brooks and he still calls it the Brooks, and he's still giving Big Daddy credit for it. Big Daddy was the original author. All he did was put the pieces on there and made it one piece if you just want to buy the one piece. So I haven't tested it yet, okay? And I'm not into the forestry yet. I don't have a need to. There's no production, so I don't have any reason to get into forestry just yet. If we get some things where I'm going to need those kind of things to produce something like pallets or something like that, I'll probably get into logging. By then, I'm sure we're going to have some self-loading trailers. There already is one. There's a timber runner. Well, I don't know if it's a Flegel timber runner, but there is a couple of mods out there that will auto-load. I just haven't tried them yet. So anyway, that's the other mod that I actually downloaded. I already had the Brooks, and I still have it. But I want to try the one piece because if you've seen me in the past trying to pick up all those pieces, it's been a laughable situation to try to get it done. So I kind of like the fact that this is just one piece. If it works as well as the Brooks did, then it'll be fine. All right, might as well fill this up. Fill that up. Let's get this guy out, see if he needs filling. While I was downloading these couple of things I downloaded this morning, I did notice that there are a couple of new maps out. I did not download them. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm already playing this one, and I'm playing the one that I was live streaming. I may have to sell some crops. I'm getting kind of low on funds. All right, Craig Wilson is on the potato harvester. Looks like he's almost ready to get unloaded. And then I've got to get a couple of combines out on field number 7 there. Now, is this going to cover the lima? Curious. This is going to catch up to that lima real quick. While I'm waiting, let me wait. I'll just wait a second here. Let's grab a load of potatoes and we'll go in and grab a combine and head to field number 7. I saw a whole crap load of flags coming out. You know, we got the American flag on this map. I saw this morning a new Canadian map. All kinds of different countries are making, authors are making their own country map. I think it's cool. See, it's the potatoes to take over the lime here. In this case, we're not putting the lime in the coconut. We're putting the potatoes in the lime. Oh, I didn't. I took it out of four-wheel drive. Let me put it in four-wheel drive and then lock those things in. Like I said, I don't know if I gave it a fair test, with the four-wheel drive. And if I make the assumption that the mod does something, then something is better than nothing. Okay? So, at a very minimum, I've got more of a HUD that tells me some more information, whether I need it or not. I don't need to know that my what my RPMs are, and I don't need to know what the temperature of my engine is. I don't particularly even need to know the repair issues, although at least that is functional, has a purpose. The fuel usage, I don't need to know. You do need to know whether the gears are locked in. So that would be, if I had the choice, I'd get rid of probably at least 2 of these HUD pieces. I might keep the repair one, but see, you've already got access to it. It just doesn't give you all 3 pieces. So, anyway, it's down in the... Look, I'm stuck again. And I was moving. Now, I didn't get stuck before this. Alright, let me unlock all this stuff and switch to a different rig. Let's get our comboing. Do you know how many times I've done that? When I'm fumbling for words, comboing. Well, let's get this comboing out there. Alright, Craig's got a full tank load there. And I want to thank all my patrons for working the farm for me. There goes the second one. Now, let's see if we can get our truck unstuck. Now, regular two-wheel drive took me off. It took me off just fine. So I really don't know what to think now. I really don't. I don't know. I'm confused. I do wish that the truck that I'm using had 2 axles on it. Especially pulling a rig like this. I need to find a different truck maybe. What's the other truck look like? Has it got 2 axles also? No, it's got 3. Let me get this thing over there and see if it does a little better now. Maybe this one will work better with the 4-wheel drive. Because if you remember, the problem I had with this truck was the fact that it just seemed to be a little bit squirrely, and I think I mentioned on it that I needed to work on this truck if I ever got four-wheel drive. All right, let me get back into that. Whoa! Not what I wanted. I like this truck. I do. Let's just put him in the barn here. All right, now it's already in four-wheel drive. Let me lock that in and see if this will make a difference for me. Alright, so that's going to fill the first trailer up. Let me move on. This feller's done, so we can move him out of the way. Get this guy started. That covers the lime up, kind of. And let me jump out of this. Okay, so it's now fertilized 100%. There are no weeds. There are no weeds. There are some weeds. Okay, so we've got weeds on one part of it. So let me run and get the other machine. Get the other Rubicon. This one needs some repairs, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm making quite a few assumptions on this four-wheel drive mod based on equipment. So now that I've switched trucks, we'll get a different perspective on it. And I may go back to the assumption that if it does anything at all, that's better than nothing. Part of this field does not need weeding, so I don't know what to do. I think I might just manually do it and waste a little bit of herbicide to make sure it's done right. I can kind of see in there what's been done. You can see the weeds right there. Maybe I should start on the other end. Uh-oh. Dang it. I got all kind of trouble here. Alright, let's get... He's in the way. Is this one... Is he full? He's all but full. Alright, let's just stop this fella. Get him out of the way. I'm just going to put him right out of the way here. Oh, man. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Yeah, you can see where the weeds are. So, let me run around here. See if I can see where the weeds are. I don't see any weeds here. Are there no weeds on this end? There's no weeds there. Yet, anyway. I can see where the weeds are. Let's just spray them. Know what I mean? We'll take care of them right now. Oh, this is not good. It's terrible. Oh man, I messed this up super bad. Oh geez, now the weeds are coming in on the other end. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. I'm gonna have to just piecemeal the whole damn thing as it comes in. I should have waited. If I'd have waited for the fertilizer guy to be done, the rest of the weeds would probably have come in. That's what looks like is happening. The rest of the weeds are coming in. I should have just friggin' waited. Oh, man. Okay. Don't fold. I'm just going to let this guy set here and let the weeds come in. In the meantime, I'll finish with the fertilizing. I'm going to overlap here a little bit, I know, but let's just let it go. All right. I like this truck. I was hoping it would work better. And it's not that it doesn't work. It just had a little bit of an issue. One of them is I have the brake set way too tight. I need to fix that. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. And I actually did that myself. I had a reason for it at the time. But I think I overdid it. Alright, we're going to test this out. Now I've got it locked. The front is locked, the rear is locked, and it's in four-wheel drive. Now the reason why I say I had messed up on the brakes is I tightened them up way too much. But what was happening with a full load, 2 trailers, I wasn't stopping fast enough. Now, you wouldn't stop. Oh, my corn's ready. You wouldn't stop, but I went in and cranked the brakes up, and I shouldn't have. Let me show you. I'm going to let off the fuel and not hit the brakes at all. And it kind of coasts. Now, this was a full load. That's why I did it, because now that was no braking. I did not brake. I just let it, stop itself. I should have had to brake. Now, here's the reason. That's one of the reasons I did it, is because it was not braking fast enough to my liking, which and of course I went overboard. So let me get it back up to speed here, and this time I'll use some brakes. All right, there's brakes. Okay, so it stopped just fine for a truck with a load like this. So I'm going to go in and reduce the brakes. As soon as I empty the trailers, I'll show you why. I'll show you what's happening that I don't like. Too bad this truck doesn't have a little more poop to it, but then again, it would be struggling with this many potatoes. I mean, it's not like this is an Australian road train truck. You know what I mean? Okay, now let's see what happens here. Again, I didn't do a fair test because before I was sitting right about here, with the other truck. Or maybe a little bit further. But this one seems to be working just fine. Oh, look, it's kind of... No, it worked its way out of it. The two axles on the truck make a difference, I think. Okay. Oh, good old Andy Taub is working on one of the combines, looks like. All right, here, let me show you now what my concern was. All right, now I'm not going to use any brakes. I'm going to get some speed going, and I'm just going to let off the accelerator. See how fast that stopped with no brakes? Let me show you another angle. Let me get it. I'm going to unhook the truck. Now, again, I'm not going to use any brakes. I'm not going to use any brakes. Let me get it up to speed. All I'm going to do is let off the accelerator. Ready? Now. See how fast it stopped? I've got those brakes way too tight. Way too tight. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix it. That's what's bothering me. I thought that it needed more brakes, and I just went way overboard on it. I mean, literally, look at that. If I'm barely moving, it just stops. Boom. I'm not using any brakes. It just stops. Watch. I'm going to go reverse. Stop. It stops like I've got my foot on the brake, and I don't. So I got to fix that. I'll fix that between now and the next episode. So, I've had that problem on some other rigs that I've downloaded, mods, that is. Looks like Potato Guy is full, but we need to get the other two going here. Let me run back out to... Let me pull this guy in, out of the way. I'm kind of dinking around because I only got a minute or so left on the episode. When we come back in the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and start the corn harvest. And then preparing some of that. I need to work on that big field right there. I need to check animals, see how they're doing. And as I said, there's an animal HUD mod that's out, but I didn't want to use it because it requires you to replace your barns. And I wasn't prepared for that. I don't know if there's any other way to do an animal HUD the way that 19 is written. I'm assuming if there was, the guy would have done it, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I hope you all had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, have fun on your farm, and I'll see you back on mine in the next episode. In the meantime, happy farming.